Alright guys, and we are back. This is another episode on the Feed the Creeper server. To be honest, I'm not really sure what episode. I think this is episode 6. Yeah, this is episode 6. So, it's been a while since I've actually put out a Feed the Creeper episode, and honestly, even longer since I've recorded one. A lot of the stuff that I've put up so far was actually pre-recorded, with an exception of the Wither battle. Yeah. And so this is like the next recording session that I've really been able to sit down and have content while I play and not get lost in building. So a lot's happened. Yep, we got Walrus. Yeah, we did. We seem to have gotten very Walrus. And I've gone on a really big. Jeez, it's really loud. I need to turn that down. And I know that I have. No, it's music. Shut that off. Can't do it. It's either I can't wait till this gets to 1.7 Feed the Beast, because adding those extra sliders is going to do such a huge difference. So yes, I've gone on a building spree, and I've really been sprucing up, and this is both in my my XC world and in my Feed the Creeper world. And so, you know, we went through and built some roads. I actually put the roof on this guy, and you know, the roof doesn't necessarily fit the building, but it pretty closely does. And I think this building is going to evolve. I'm going to try to transform my building style into something that I think is really cool. And I really like this kind of medieval Renaissance. I don't know. I don't really know what to call it. I think it's more medieval, early Renaissance style building with the high roofs and things like that. So I'm going to try to build almost like a courtyard. And as you can see, I've been pulling back the ocean little by little. Boop, boop. This is pretty much what I do. I go back a couple layers to expose the next set of water source blocks. And then from there, as that freezes, I can then, you know, boop, boop, boop. See, gain some more territory. I'm gaining territory. So yeah, so that's pretty much what's been going on. I've been doing little bits here and there, which has been really good. Bombcraft has still not been happening too much. I've kind of put that on hold, just because you know, the time that I've been spending has really been kind of on the mechanical side. I also went out and I got some rubber trees, because we're going to need some of that soon. And I mean, the crops haven't really grown too much. We're still looking at you know, different stuff, and this is going to expand eventually. Some of the stuff that I've seen with magical crops is just too good to pass up, to be honest with you. So we'll eventually get into that once we get everything situated. And then I've got that. I was playing with some designs and different things. So, you know, I was looking at chains and possibly thinking that I wanted to build like a chained city on the sky. But anyways, so let's get into what I have been doing. Yeah, real quick. Two things, actually, I forgot to mention before we go underground. Walrus. Hi. Under the ice. This one was my favorite, by the way, because he's just perfectly there. And, yeah, there's a walrus right there. So isn't that neat? Yeah, no, I'm not in creative. I actually went and I got bat genes from Audio Modified, which is really exciting. One, because you can kind of look around and really you can get the lay of the land. I mean, there is a downside to the bat genes, and that is that you cannot break things. Your ability to mine is really limited. And that was a really poor example, because this stuff breaks easily. Dang it. But anyways, the majority of your stuff takes forever. I've also made some better tools. I made a hammer, and it's writable, because I used two paper plates, and a Lumite hammerhead and a blue slime rod. And I put I think a luck, haste, and I threw a diamond on there. And then lastly, I actually threw the flux capacitor, which I think it's on this page. I put in the redstone flux capacitor, and that makes it so that I have umpteen billion RF ability to charge it. So I made the hammer. I made a lumber axe, of course, and I made an excavator. And these guys I don't really use that often, so it's okay that they're just iron versions with blue slime rod And this one's got auto repair, because I don't use them enough. And this was actually down at like I think 75 right before I started the episode, so it's fairly quick. And we've got way too much in our inventory. That's pretty much where I'm heading, is to really get the inventory management down. It's important. But yeah, I went ahead and I came to the realization that, I'm not progressing fast enough to kind of keep up with everybody else. Like, everybody else is pretty close to getting infinite things of all the things. And I want infinite things of all the things myself. I really do. Because it'd be fun. I'm not going to take it from other people because that's just cheap. I want to do it for myself. So we're getting a little bit closer. Now let's go through some of the machines that we did. And I know that I actually had an episode recorded where I expanded my power system. And this is actually producing 1900 redstone flux per tick, just as a heads up. So I've got two different energy cells. The first one that I built in the last episode, alongside of these guys, was the regular hardened energy cell. And so actually, let's look how to build one of these. Right, and it's right here in thermal expansion. Leadstone. I didn't do the leadstone. I actually went straight from the hardened, but the hardened actually takes the leadstone energy cell. So let's take a look here. The leadstone energy cell requires the frame, and the frame is really easy to make. You just get a lead ingot, some lead, some glass, and a redstone block, however that goes. And then from there, you surround it in copper, get a conductance coil in there, boom, you have an energy cell. You hook it up to any power source, and then you can choose which way you output. And it's really good to have these, especially in your builds, because they act as buffers between your power and your machines, which will allow them to essentially run a little bit more efficiently. You don't have to worry about overloading or wasting any power because you're constantly upgrading and taking from the batteries instead. Now I built that, and then from there I had to build some machines in order to get the redstone energy cell, which, as you can see, holds what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 million RF. Absolutely insane. Yeah, 10 million RF. And so the first machine that we had to do, which, well, it's not really the first machine. Well, we'll say it's the first, the alloy smelter. And let's actually do that. It's not a thermal expansion machine, but alloy. Throw that up. Come on. Boom, alloy smelter. And this one is actually really easy to build. So you need some copper. You need a furnace and 2 bricks of any sort. You need one of these machine chassis, which is really easy. Iron bars and some regular iron ingots. And then from there, the most complicated, which isn't complicated, is this basic capacitor from Ender IO. And this is an Ender IO machine. But copper with some ingot, some gold nuggets, and redstone. Boom. Done. And what this allowed me to do is you come in here and you can actually smelt. Do we have some in the chest? Yeah, we do. So we'll do it real quick. It actually allows you to smelt the nether quartz into fused quartz, which kind of looks like glass. I think I still have some right here. Yep, fused quartz. And then the fused quartz is required to build this the frame for the. Let's go back. Add thermal. Right there. Yep, so you needed the energy cell frame. Yep, so you needed blast glass, you needed hardened glass, or the fused quartz with some electrum, which electrum's easy. You need this electrum. You need to smelt electrum blend, which is really just silver and gold, and you get 2. So it's very cost efficient, which is fairly easy. And then once you make the frame, you then have to build 2 more machines. And the first one being the magma crucible, which we'll actually put that one up on the screen too. I think this is a little bit more productive, putting up the recipes on the screen rather than building it, just because I already know what it is and it's already been built. But anyways, so the magma crucible, it takes solid items and turns them into liquids. So you can put netherrack in there to make lava. You can put cobblestone to make lava. But yeah, so it requires a redstone reception coil, which we've made plenty of those. Regular machine frame, we made plenty of those. The leadstone energy cell, which we made as a regular battery to begin with, so we know how to make that. Make that the magma crucible, and on one side you put in here, and then it comes in liquid form. Now you don't necessarily, like for lava, you can just leave it in here, then you can bucket it out of that, or you can actually create one of these guys, which we had to make anyways for the energy cell. This is the fluid transposer, and so let's also fluid this one. So it's essentially a similar setup. Obviously, you got your copper gears, your reception coil, and your machine frame. This one takes glass on the other side and a bucket, so it's even cheaper for a fluid transposer. And so this will take fluid that it has inside its inventory and put it into some sort of canister. And whether it's, in our case, it was actually into the redstone energy casing or frame. But you can also put lava in capsule. You can put anything in a capsule or a can in here, or do the reverse. You can empty, so you can go take stuff out of cans and put it in there, which is cool. And so from there, we were actually able to create our redstone energy cell. And then, moving on from there, I was able to do the same situation and create that flux capacitor. So yeah, a lot's happened, and I think the next step for us, we need materials, and so that's kind of why I went and created the hammer. Ooh, boop. Ooh, where am I getting all this power from? I forgot to mention. In between episodes, I also solved our lava issue, so we no longer have to go and pipe out lava from way down below. And I've also got this little spout here, so if I do want to transport some lava, I don't have to take away from this. I've got just a little let's actually try it out real quick. Nope. Yeah, B for the backpack, so we can take our hardened energy cell, put that in there. Yeah, look at all that cool stuff. Crap, I forgot to put that back. Shoot. Oh wait, no, that's not that important. So we put this in here, and as you can see, it connects, and the lava just fills. And we're actually going to leave that because I don't have my crescent hammer. I know it's right around the corner. But, so yeah, so a couple, I think last week or the week before, I went and I wanted to solve our lava issue because we're not capable at this point to get any lava from other dimensions like the Nether or a Mistcraft hub. So we've got to kind of find some within our own base. And I did find a good solution. And I mean, obviously, it's where we had it before. The only thing is, I ran into some issues while I was down here, and as you can see, ooh, it's starting to. Okay, I ran into some issues when I was first trying to set this up, and this here is just a pump, and some redstone engines, and so let's get with the redstone engine real quick because it's easy. Redstone, and this is just a buildcraft. Oh, yeah, buildcraft machine. And it's just wooden gears, a piston. This is kind of your basic thing. And all you need is 4 of these to power one of the pumps. And the pump is fairly simple. Pump. See, the pump does not... No. That's the industrial craft one. This one here. All right, so the pump, all it takes is one of these tanks, which is essentially a furnace that's all glass. So 8 pieces of glass in a circle. You get a tank, and you need one of these mining wells, which we're going to be making these for actually our quarries. And the mining well is iron ingots, iron gear, redstone, and an iron pickaxe that is not used. If you have a used one, it will not work. And then that's pretty simple. So you place that down. As long as these are pushing into this, whether it's actually pushing lava out or not is a moot point. As long as they're pushing into something and they're on, they will never explode, which is really nice. But I actually ran into quite a bit of issue. I came down here and I was trying to set this up, and all of a sudden, Lycanthese mobs had just updated and they added these lava creatures. And I'm sure there's one in the area somewhere. Oh, that's where it's pulling from. Ooh, cool. So yeah, these monsters spawn only in lava, which is hilarious. And so it killed me, as you can see, and yeah, they just the way they attack is they shoot out a ball of something. It's like a lava ball. Boo! And wherever it hits, it drops down like a pretend source block of lava, and it's just mean. It sucks. It really does. I died, obviously that time, and then when I came back, I went to get my stuff. I think I had to actually killed it, but I went and I went to, what is that? Onyx. Okay. Um, I went to go collect my stuff, and more kept on spawning. Like, I think I probably had about 5 or 6 of those things when everything was said and done. And I was like, I need help. So I had, I think, Mousy and Audio Modified, and X. They came over and they helped kill those things. They had armor and water, and they do die in water. So just as a heads up. So, but is that it? No, that's more Onyx. So yeah, so it was quite a fiasco. But it's all said. I mean, this is not a finite source of fuel. It's definitely something that's going to eventually run out. But we've got quite a bit. Oh, there it is, a lobber. I don't know where it actually is. Yeah, it's somewhere in there. It's in the lava. It's not nice. So we're just going to slowly back away. But yeah, so this is running. It'll go until literally every last drop is grabbed, which is nice. And we'll be able to access whatever ores we end up finding. So moving on from there down the line, let's look real quick. How do I get out of here? Oh, yeah. Right here. So moving on the line, I've actually had this my strip mine going, and I've been all I've been doing is looking for diamonds. I want diamonds, and I just so I can say that I found diamonds down here. I have not found a single diamond while mining. Watch me find one right away over here. Nope. Yeah, I haven't found a single diamond while mining down here, and it's been really sad because, as you can see, I mean, I'm digging in a 3x3 hole here, and that's why I had to get the excavator, because I was running into humongous patches of dirt. And you'll see, any patch of dirt stinks, really. But yeah, I was running into patches of dirt this thick, so I was like, I need me an excavator, because they do the same thing as the hammer except for dirt. So it's a little bit less useless, but yeah, I mean, look at the distance I went. It's no slouch of a distance, especially for strip mines goes. I mean, there's plenty of resources that I've yet to get. I'll get them all. Like the gold is really important. I don't really do anything with the pitch blend, but yeah, but I found plenty of gold. Plenty of silver and iron and whatnot, but just still no diamonds. Nothing. I'm getting the sham. I really am. Boop. But let me tell you, I'm going to say this is the best thing I've ever had. I'm telling you. Anybody that thinks that they love, mining or whatever, you have not mined until you have used a hammer. Way better than TNT. And the way it works is it will mine 3x3 based off of whatever direction. So that's just what, boop, 3x3. What's that? Dark iron. Okay. I was going to say, watch me find diamonds. That'd be great. Can I get them? A couple more? Just so that you can revel in it, of course. All right. So yeah, we're pretty much just pushing forward. We're looking for some resources. We're going to need them. We're going to need a lot of them, of course. And what is that? Tin. And the biggest thing, I need to get some tesseracts. I think that's important. Once we get tesseracts rolling, then we'll be able to transmit our power wherever we need, but they're kind of expensive. Let's take a look real quick. Thermal. Yep, here it is. So like the redstone energy cell, we need to do similar things. So we need the fused quartz, a diamond, but we need this enderium ingot, and these are the tricky part. Essentially, with enderium ingots, you need an induction smelter, which we'll eventually get there. We need this pyrotheum dust, which is blaze powder, sulfur. It's easy stuff per se to get, and you get the pyrotheum powder. And let's come back to here. And then you've got to put the pyrotheum powder and the enderium blend, which is shiny metal, tin, All right, so 3 tins, the shiny metal, and resonant ender, and that's why we need the magma crucible, because we need to cook some ender pearls. And we have that ender lilies. We can get ender pearls, so we need to cook 4 ender pearls for each one. And with a tesseract, you need at least 2 tesseracts to be productive, because you need 1 to pull things and 1 to send them. And in reality, we're really going to need a lot of these. We're going to need a lot of these. This is going to be a regular business, because we're going to need one that's going to push out energy, and then wherever that energy is required, we'll have a different spot. We're also going to have 1 for items and possibly 1 for fluid, so at least 6 tesseracts to begin with. And we'll get, once we can make these, we'll get into that. So yeah, so that's a pretty complicated process, and then it's fairly simple to go from that to tesseract. I think you just need, to get a tesseract. Deep storage unit. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is either. But anyways, to get a tesseract, you just need bronze, silver, around your tesseract, the full tesseract frame, and you're good to go. And it's linked to you. That's kind of cool. I wonder what that does. But anyways, so yeah, so that's where we're heading. And once we can get power moving to any remote location, I really don't want to have to, 1, tear up the landscape around here, and 2, I don't want to have to build too many pipes. So the tesseract's going to be the first thing we're going to be doing before we can build a quarry, because we're going to do some deep ocean quarrying, so we don't wreck our landscape. So and that's where things are going to be fun, because we're just going to set it and forget it and call it a day, and we'll get items for days. And then from there, once we get a quarry rolling, and in between getting a quarry rolling and really getting things set up, we're going to need to get our storage situation under control. So so we've got our storage base here. We're going to get some logistics pipes and get this thing rolling. We'll be able to eventually order stuff on hand. It'll be pretty cool. Now, I know technically we could do an ME system, which everybody's been doing, but I don't want to go that route because it feels a little too OP for me. So yeah, so that's going to do it for this episode. I think we're getting right about that 20-minute mark, which is really good. We've got some new machines. We have some plans for the future. So yeah, so until then, guys, one other thing, we do have 2 new members, and they're not really new members, it's just been a while since I've recorded, but since I recorded, we have Winterfrost, or Winter Loves. She is a really cool gamer. She does a lot of different things and a lot of different networks and servers, and go check her out, and her link will be in the description. Also, we have a guy from, to be honest, I have no idea where you're from. I know you're from Europe. I'm sorry, but it's Grungy Ankfire, and he's new to the server, so everybody give him a warm welcome if you have not already. But yeah, so we'll eventually get to play with 1 or 2 of them sometime in the near future. So new members are always great. We love them. They're great people. So yeah, so until then, guys, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about the roof. Obviously not necessarily with that. We're gonna get some different buildings going somewhere relatively close by, but let me know what you think. As always, your comments are appreciated. Leave a like if you actually enjoyed the episode, and if not, well, I'm sorry, but either way, let me know. It only helps to give you guys better content. So so yeah, again, we will see you next time, guys. Bye-byes.